All right, let me introduce you guys to one of the greatest sounds in RC. All ready to roll. What's up, guys? Clive with Deep South Carlin coming back at y'all with another video that I'm very excited to make. As you can see here on the bench today, we're gonna be comparing the Traxxas Max to the mighty Traxxas X-Maxx. We're gonna be going over the pros and cons of each one, what exactly they come with, and which one do I think serves a purpose in a certain area, and which one I think you should buy depending on what you want to do RC-wise or the experience level you have RC-wise. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so first we're gonna go over the Traxxas Max here. My Traxxas Max is about almost 7 months old. This thing has seen use and abuse, rode hard, put up dirty, you know the old term. The old back tires are starting to wear, front tires are even starting to wear on this thing. The body's seen better days, it's real used and abused. But besides that, this truck is completely bone stock. Comes with a, I think it's a 2200 kV VLX motor, a VLX 4S ESC, your Traxxas X-Maxx size. I think it's the 2095 steering servo, I think it is, or the 2090 steering servo. But that is Traxxas X-Maxx size. Comes with non-belted sledgehammers, GTR shocks, green or whatever color you get. The aluminum anodizing matches it. You also get your wheel washers that had a 17mm hub on the backside. That's green. Comes with a wheelie bar. Basically just a shrunken down. It even uses the same clip system as the Traxxas X-Maxx. If I can get one-handed here. This one's a little rough because the body's a little used and abused, but slide it on there, slide it on there. As you see, my body's a little cracked, but bam, it's on. But yeah, this is a really fun truck. This truck, we're gonna go off Traxxas prices, so you know, Traxxas truck, Traxxas battery, Traxxas charger, just to keep it similar. This truck I think is about $700 to $750 with a Traxxas 4S and charger. So for the value, if you're buying just the truck, if you already have the batteries, I think it's an awesome value truck for a 4S basher. It's one of the toughest RCs I ever drove. But yeah, that's the price it's gonna come in at. So let's go ahead and get into the mighty. One more thing, guys, just keep in reference, this is a big 1/10 scale RC. It's 1/10, but it's on the bigger side. Not true 1/8, but bigger than 1/10. So let's get into the mighty X-Maxx here. The X-Maxx is a 1/6 scale RC. It comes with the same style body, just bigger. You have your sledgehammers, but this is the newest X-Maxx, so it is belted. Factory, it's going to come with a Valenion 1250 kV motor and a VXL 8S ESC. I've upgraded mine to a Max 6 G2 ESC. But this truck is awesome. This truck is for a very experienced RC guy, in my opinion. It's fun to upgrade, very fun to run. There's nothing like driving an X-Maxx, but it does have its pros and it does have its cons. But as we're driving both, I'm going to get into it. That's what the truck comes with. Like I said, just a bigger version of the Max. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and drive them. I'll talk about them as I'm driving them. It is a little windy today, guys, so I am sorry about that. But we're going to go with the Max first. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of the Max, why I think you should or shouldn't buy it, and then we'll drive the X-Maxx. And same thing, pros, cons, and why I think you should or shouldn't buy it, and we'll compare them at the end, guys. So let's get into it. All right, guys. Like I said, we're going to start off with the mighty Max here. Running it on, I am running it on 4S. To be exact, I'm running it on a Z8000 milliamp hour 4S. I don't remember the C rating on it, but that's what I'm running it on. I even set up my little wooden ramp. As you see there, a little too hard on the brakes, but it'll be okay. All right, guys, this is not going to be a hardcore bash. This is, like I said, comparing the two trucks. Once again, I know it's not apples to apples, but it literally is half the price, half the size, half the power. And a lot of people are interested in this topic. To me, these videos do pretty well on YouTube, and I hope this video does pretty well on YouTube. And I hope maybe I help somebody out who's been thinking about getting a Max or an X-Maxx. So first off, let's get into the reason why I wanted a Max. I wanted the Max because I wanted a small basher, smaller, you know, not fit scale. That was before I got my X-Maxx. I think I had any Revo at the time. I actually had a Sledge at the time, but I wanted something a little easier, you know, one battery, not so hard to run, didn't need so much room to run it. But I always wanted an X-Maxx, so I figured I would get this, try out the platform, being that it is the same concept, just a lot smaller. And yeah, I went ahead and picked it up from my local hobby shop. I got a Electron Pro 4S for it at the time. I don't have any Traxxas 4S batteries. To me, they're just, you know, overpriced for what you get, but that's, you know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, I'm getting to the point here. All right, so pros of the Traxxas Max to me is going to be number one, durability. This truck, I mean, I've double backflipped it off skate park ramps onto cement, onto concrete. I mean, I jumped it on the blacktop. I jumped it extremely high on dirt. I run it like it owes me money, wide open. And yeah, guys, I really honestly have no complaints about this truck. I love, oh, yep, there we go. I love the way it's geared out of the factory. The included wide max kit to me is just awesome. This truck is extremely fast, but it still has a lot of torque the way it's geared. I love the factory gearing in it. This truck is, as you can see, it's a little riot on 4S. The clipless body, I really like the body. It doesn't seem to give me a lot of problems. It does really well with me. I really like the tires, even though they're not belted. They do balloon, but not too bad. I really like the tires. You know, I really like the size of it. That's one of the main reasons I got it. I wanted another basher, but I didn't want something small like a Stampede or a Rustler. And I thought this would be the perfect truck for me, and it turns out it is. But I absolutely love my Traxxas Max. Gives me no problems. This is probably one of the top 3 RCs I've ever owned. Top 5 for sure. I mean, it's just awesome. I really like this truck. Cons I'm gonna get into, it is a little expensive. You know, Arrma has a lot cheaper. A lot of brands have a lot cheaper. Oh, this one quick feature this has is self-riding, but a lot of brands have a lot cheaper 4Ss with just as equal, if not better performance, in my opinion. Oh, looks like it's not gonna self-right here, so we'll just flip it over. But yeah, a lot better performance in my opinion. But this truck does perform very well on 4S. I've only ever ran it on 4S, so I don't know if it's gonna be powered on 3S, if it's just right on 3S, but I know on 4S it's a ride. Very quick on 4S. One last thing, who do I think this truck is for? This truck is for somebody who maybe already has a Rustler or a Stampede, or maybe you're into big scale. You know, you have 5th scale, 6th scale, 1/8 scales, and you want something a little smaller, but still gonna perform, I would say, with the bigger vehicles, perform just as well on speed and power wise, because this truck is a little riot for 4S. That's what I think this is for. Somebody, you know, who really wants a tough basher, maybe just getting into hobby, wants something pretty easy to wrench on. There's a lot of aftermarket for this truck, Traxxas wise, other brands, Hot Racing, you know, Vidavon, you know, just everybody, Trill. There's a lot of companies that makes parts for this truck. But yeah, that's what I think this truck is for. Would I buy this truck again? 100%, absolutely. I love this Max. This is, like I said, one of the top 3 favorite RCs I've ever owned. And yeah, I really don't have nothing bad to really say about the Traxxas Max. The only problem I did ever have, oh, well, I just bragged on the body, and here we go. But the only problem I did ever have was a tire coming unglued because they aren't belted. It's the only con I have with this truck is belted tires. It wouldn't stunt the ability, wouldn't be as good, but it would handle a lot better with belted tires. They would last a lot longer. Yeah, guys, that's really all the negative I have to say about this truck. So let's go ahead and get into the X-Maxx. All right, guys, let's get into it. Mighty X-Maxx. I don't know if you guys can tell, but from the high speed gearing in the Max 6, this truck is a lot more pep than a stock X-Maxx. A lot more violent. She is pretty rowdy. She jumps pretty good though. First time ever jumping it off this ramp. But yeah, guys, let me just go over a quick list of what I have done to this X-Maxx, because I did let you know that my Max was stock. I have the GPM outer diff cup rings, reinforcements. I have RPM threaded hinge pins all the way around. I have the Traxxas 2085X steering servo. I have the Traxxas, I don't know if you've ever seen them, the motor washers, hardened Traxxas gears. I think that's about it. Oh, roof skid. I know there's stuff I'm forgetting. Max 6 ESC, 2085X steering servo, GPM hinge, RPM hinge pins, GPM diff covers, hot racing cush drive cover, hot racing aluminum motor mount, like I said, Traxxas hardened gears, and I am running on some 6500 milliamp hour 4S batteries. But besides that, I don't have too much done to it. It's not fully built. It's mildly built, I'd like to say, the Traxxas X-Maxx range. I still have the suspension pretty soft, you know, almost factory. I think I tightened it up a little over factory, but not much at all. Let's throw it in there. There we go, all lined up, ready to go. Now, this is where the controversy is going to start, because this is also one of my most favorite RCs, but it's also the most love-hate relationship I've ever had with an RC. If you guys know about X-Maxxes, it is definitely a love-hate relationship with these. When they're working, they're awesome. There's nothing like driving them, but when they give you a bug or some kind of problem and you just can't get it just right, geez, it is a love-hate relationship with these big bastards. But yeah, guys, would I buy this truck again? I really don't know. I mean, yeah, but now that I see my buddies with their XRTs and their big Armas, I maybe might lean more towards an XRT. I think my next big purchase in RC, 5th or 6th scale wise, will be the Traxxas XRT, just because I really like that truck. But yeah, guys, who do I think this truck is for? I think this truck is for someone, I'm not gonna say just getting into the hobby, because even on factory gearing and, you know, not even powerful 4S batteries, this truck will hurt you. I mean, this truck is heavy. This truck is a unit. It's a monster. It's not a joke. You know, when they say skill level expert, they mean it. I think this is for somebody who's looking for a really big basher. When you do get these trucks right, I mean, there's nothing like driving them. They're super tough. Even out of the box, they're pretty tough. As long as you fix the gearing issues, they're pretty tough. I run this truck with no Traxxas pins, hot racing aluminum motor mount, and the aluminum Traxxas motor mount washers, and that seems to be the sweet spot for me. Some people don't have problems with their pins. Some people keep the factory motor mounts, but me, when I put that Max 6 ESC and put it on punch 6, it really didn't like that factory plastic motor mount. So yeah, guys, I think it's for somebody, like I said, looking for a really big basher. You know, this is somebody who's already into RCs, because this truck, when you're looking at it, is about 1,500 bucks. Like I said, that's Traxxas prices. The same thing I did for the Max. For the Traxxas X-Maxx, the 2 4S batteries and a charger. So maybe really even a little over that. I got this truck when Traxxas had their sale, so I only paid this truck $9.99, not $1,099. Actually $8.99, I think it was. But yeah, I really like it. I really like that it came with the belted tires. I really like these belted sledgehammers. They're pretty cool to me. I like them a lot. And like I said, would I buy this truck again? Honestly, guys, I don't know. It'd be a toss-up. Like I said, I really like to drive this truck now that I have it set the way I want, but XRTs are a lot less hard on the gears, and they do perform a lot better. But like I said, there's something about throwing around an 8S 30-pound, you know, monster truck. There's just nothing like it. As you see, she runs. And I think my next hop up for this truck will be some good mob 1.5 gears and possibly the wide max kit. That'll possibly be my next 2 upgrades for it. But yeah, guys, let's get these 2 trucks back on the bench and give you my final thoughts on the 2. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on the Traxxas Max and the Traxxas X-Maxx. I think they're both really good rigs. I'm gonna give the win here to the Traxxas Max. Actually, I know that might be a little controversial, being how much I love my X-Maxx if you know me, but just overall bang for your buck and the toughness of this truck, I'm gonna have to give it to the Max. But the X-Maxx is a close second. It is an awesome truck. If you guys are looking for that really big scale, really fun, you know, kind of wicked feeling, just really rough driving experience, I know that sounds bad, but go with the Max. You know, something real wild, hard to tame. I mean, the X-Maxx. The Max is the same thing, pretty wild, pretty hard to tame, just on a smaller, more compact, cheaper version. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for today. I know it was a short video for you guys, but I haven't made a video in a little while, and I wanted to pump out a video for you guys, and this is a video that I wanted to make. This is actually probably be a part 1, because maybe I'll do a part 2 of some more extreme bashing of each one of them, and then maybe I'll see how you guys react to this video, and I'll see if it's worth making a part 2. So that's all I got for today, guys. It's Clive from Deep South Crawling. If you guys really enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share with all your buddies. Thank you guys for all the love on all my videos, and till next time, guys, remember to keep it low and slow.